Hello and welcome guys. In today's video we have Do or Die Monsters mod, and we will be taking a look at the weapons that the mod adds, or at least the first 8. If you enjoy and want to see more of this, please remember to leave that like and the subscribe. It always helps the channel to subscribe. And without more delay, let's jump into the video. So this is a two-handed weapon, which is the first weapon that I'm gonna show you. I love the particle effects, they are pretty cool. That like black smoke with the bluish kind of thunder in there, that's pretty nice. And also the design of the cable, it's pretty well. So let's see how you craft this now. So striking mace, and the crafting recipe is a crude weapon kit, which is in here. You can craft this with 13 bronze, 5 rawhide, 5 deer hide and 5 resin. And then you have the infused gemstones and essence of the monk. I'm guessing this is dropped by the monsters that the mod adds, because I know this is kind of like a do or die experience where he kind of adds monsters as well. So yeah, as far as I understood, this is dropped by the monsters. I will leave the link in the description for the mod that only has the weapons, and for the full mod with the full experience if you want. So let's try this weapon now and see if this actually works or not. So let me just actually parry, because it's one of the things that I really want to see, because this is a two-handed weapon, right? So nice parry. That's the full combo. If you parry, it does a pretty good amount of damage, I'm not gonna lie. So let me just try and hit the full combo, because I really want to see. The animation is pretty good as well. Okay, 1, 2, 3. That's pretty nice. And then you have a special attack, which is this. Does a little bit more damage, and yeah, there's no special effect in there, but I think it's pretty decent. And this weapon does lightning damage, as you saw. So overall, it's pretty cool to have this on Valheim. This is called the Raging Battle Axe. Again, it's a two-handed weapon, and it's glowing red, but it doesn't do fire damage, as you will see in the next segment. And now let's actually see how you craft this. So in order for you to craft this battle axe, you need one crude weapon kit, which you already saw in the last bit how you craft it, and then the infused gemstone and essence of the berserker. So again, I think this drops on monsters. I am 90% sure of that, but if you know that this actually drops on monsters, please leave a comment down in this video so I know that. So okay, I am here. I'm gonna try and deal with this guy. So parry, pretty decent. Let's go for the normal attacks. Oh no, I wanted to do a combo. It's actually pretty good. And one thing that this axe does, it, as I told you, it doesn't do fire damage, but it's very good to deal with multiple targets, because if you do the special attack, you're gonna kind of spin around and do damage. And the knockback is fairly okay, I would say. You will be able to work with this. It's not something like super strong. And again, it's a pretty cool weapon the way it looks, and you know, it has its uses, and you can also upgrade this. So I always love to see new things for Valheim. It's just amazing. They call this the acid spear. It's pretty cool the way the poison feels like in the tip of the spear. It really feels like it's something that is toxic, and because maybe of the green and because it's actually smoke, I do love to see that. So let's jump into the crafting. So how do you craft this? Crude weapon kit, level 1, you know how to craft that. Infused gemstone again, and essence of the druid. So I'm guessing you have to defeat a certain enemy to have that essence, and then you can craft all of this. Now let's jump into the actual fight and see how this weapon behaves. So let's try this against a goblin and see how it works. So let me try to parry, is the first thing that I want to see. Parry it. Combo, pretty cool actually. I really like to see the way it moves, and also the noise it makes. It's pretty decent. So just so you can hear it. And there's a special attack that this has. It does poison damage, as you already know. And I think this is an aura that is doing poison damage to the guy around me, or the guys close to me. So that's another extra damage, because it doesn't feel like it's regenerating, but the effect is pretty cool. It's like an aura. It's pretty decent. I don't know if this is just visual or if it's actually doing anything. Yeah, it's actually just visual. Yeah, it's not doing anything, but if you hit the guy, it's kind of the poison damage. But again, it's you can have this. I think it's a pretty nice upgrade, you know, having this aura effect after using a special attack. I really can see this work, and I really like to see it as well. I hope you like it too. Now we have the divine mace. It has that kind of glow effect, which is pretty cool for the name, because it's divine and it's a one-handed weapon. Let's see how you craft this. So the way you craft this is a crude weapon kit, an infused gemstone, and essence of the paladin. It's gotta be a monster, I guess. I don't really know. I'm sorry for that, guys. I tried to explore as much as I could. And one thing that I want to say is that this weapon does fire damage, does spirit damage, and also does blunt damage, so that's pretty cool. Let's see this in a fight. So let's test the weapon. Of course, the block doesn't really matter because, well, I'm using a shield, because you can use a shield with this weapon. So let me just parry this guy, try to do damage. Don't be surprised if this doesn't do a lot of damage, because these are like the tier 1 levels of this kind of mod pack experience, so it's normal. The fire damage, as I told you, it does spirit damage, doesn't really affect these guys much as far as I know. And then we have a special attack, which is a pretty cool one. So I just missed the special attack, but because he's on this kind of like gas, he's taking fire damage, which is pretty cool. So even if I always miss my special attack, if the guy comes into this space, which is not doing it, there we go, he should take fire damage, like this. That's pretty cool. And if I hit this, well, it's just gonna be more damage, right? So I'm gonna try to hit this on the target so you can see what it does besides the special effect. And again, I keep missing because I'm really bad at this game. I'm so sorry. I mean, I'm bad at all games, but this one especially, I'm just worse, you know? So, yeah. Okay, can you attack me? There we go, he's gonna attack me. I'm gonna attack first. Did I actually hit? Oh, so you don't hit, is that it? Oh, you do hit, but you know, this kind of effect. I think this is such a cool thing for Valheim, having these kind of special effects with the weapons. I think this is just awesome. This next weapon, it's a one-handed, as you can see, and it's called the Assassin's... Ah, man, it's Assassin something. I totally forgot the name. But you see next on the crafting recipe. Okay, there we go. Assassin's Blade. I knew it was Assassin something. I'm sorry, guys. So this does frost damage, which is kind of surprising because it's glowing red, but for the utility of an assassin, it kind of makes sense because you can slow your target down and just kind of gain some ground. So that's pretty cool. Crude weapon kit for the crafting recipe again, so that's what it is. We have infused gemstone 4 and essence of the rogue. So I'm guessing this essence of the rogue, it's gotta be related to the magic overhaul mod, because I know this is part of the entire mod pack. So the crafting recipe is going to be pretty hard for me to actually just explain you what it is, because I also don't know. But yeah, I'm just going to leave my suggestions and what I think it is, and as far as I understand again. So I want to go for the special attack on the goblin that's in these kind of grasses. I actually spawned this guy, so I want to see how much damage it's going to do. That's a special attack. That's a lot of damage, and as you can see, the frost is kicking in, and I'm kind of having an aura around me, which is kind of black, as you can see. Again, I always love these special like abilities and things because it's just so cool. I think this is one of the games that would be so good to have that. So let's just see. It's just the normal. Okay, so let's jump into the next one. This one is called the Brutal Axe. It does frost damage. It's glowing blue, and I know because I already checked. I'm sorry. And it looks pretty sick, and it's a one-handed weapon. So let's check the crafting recipe again. Crafting recipe of this crude weapon kit, 4 infused gemstone and Death Knight essence. This is a class from Magic Overhaul, so I'm pretty sure this essence is related to the Magic Overhaul mod. I'm pretty sure already, because this is such a like a reference for Magic Overhaul. So it does frost damage, like I already told you, and you can also upgrade this axe, and I wanna maybe upgrade this one. So if you want to upgrade all of these weapons, they always work the same time: infused gemstone and basic weapon kit. In case this is level 1, so for level 2 you will need a level 2, and for the next one you will need another level 2, bam, and for the next one you will need another level 2. Oh no, 3 more. And for the next one you need 4 basic weapon kits level 4. There we go, and this is just going to continue, right, until you get to the maximum level. So that means you can use every single weapon. You just have to upgrade the weapon more times, I guess, and the more you upgrade it, the more damage it does. I'm going to continue on this upgrading spree because it feels like it can go pretty far away. This is really dedicated to play the DoOrDie experience because you can go pretty high with this. The slash level of this is 65 now, and the frost is 128. That's pretty decent. Let's check the fight now. Because I upgraded the weapon so much, I actually want to use a berserker here so we can, you know, test this with a little bit more accuracy, although it might not be enough because this is not made for this. Yeah, I think I overdid this a little bit with the upgradings. Not gonna lie, that's a bit too much. I'm gonna spawn another one just to see the special attack. Okay, so this time I am not even gonna parry, and I'm gonna just really see the special attack, which is pretty cool. And he really gets really slow. Look at it, and for a really long time. Maybe this because this is also upgraded, and the slow will be a little bit less if this wasn't so maxed out. But it's pretty cool, and again the frost particles are also pretty cool. So let's jump into the next one, and this one it's my favorite, at least so far. The one that you are seeing on the screen right now, it's called the Void Sword. It's pretty cool. I love the way that kind of like the particle effects are showing you that the katana is just disappearing. That's pretty sick. Let's jump into the crafting and what is the special ability of this thing. To craft this pretty cool sword, you need a crude weapon kit level 1, as you already know how you craft. 4 infused gemstones, I'm guessing this is dropped by monsters, and essence of the ninjas. This is something related to the magic overall, pretty sure. And this does lightning damage and frost damage, which is pretty cool. So you have a mix of two, and it does a slash damage of 10 again. I'm gonna go on that upgrade again because I think this sword should be upgraded so we can test this against these guys. But I'm not gonna go as far as I went. I'm gonna go maybe halfway, maybe to level 5, 6, something like that. So maybe 5. Let's just leave it at 5. Yeah, 50. I think we're gonna leave it at 5, and now we're gonna test this against the berserker again. Okay, so I found out a better target. It's actually gonna be the logs. He's pretty tanky as well, so let's try to parry the attack. Decent. Ooh, baby, he has a lot of HP, and considering that I also can upgrade this more, it's not doing a bad amount of damage. Actually, I actually like to see that. So, one. I just wanted to do a combo, man. I'm just so bad. 1, 2, 3. Damn, that's pretty cool. So let's see the special attack. Whoa, that's pretty sick, man. That's pretty sick. It's not really doing any damage, I guess, but that's pretty sick. Man, is it doing damage though? I think it is, right? Let's just see. Okay, stop. Special attack. Oh, it doesn't do any damage. Oh, if it goes by the shadow thing, it actually does damage. So that's pretty awesome, man. That's pretty cool, man. I'm sorry, guys. This is my favorite weapon now. This is pretty sick. This next weapon, it's called Silence. It does frost damage, as you can guess, and the way this looks, it's pretty sick, man. It's just a big smack of ice on top of it, and it feels like it's a magical one because, well, it's in there, right? And it just fights. So that's pretty awesome to see. Let's go into the crafting recipe. It's one-handed as well. You craft this by having an excellent weapon kit, which is level 6, infused gemstone again, that I'm guessing this is dropped by monsters, and frozen bone fragment, which is dropped by a frozen skeleton that this mod adds that I know. So that's pretty cool. The other weapons are pretty referenced, and maybe they are tied with the classes of magic overall. And then you have some weapons that you can just like gather the ingredients from the mod and just craft that has nothing to do with the mod pack. So that's pretty cool. You have a choice to actually use magic overall or not, because there's going to be weapons for people that don't want to use that mod with the entire experience of this mod that I'm showing you. That's pretty decent. So because this is already a high tier weapon, I'm not gonna upgrade it, and I'm gonna use a target that's a bit more beefy, if that makes sense. So let's parry this one. Let me just go for the special attack. There we go. It's a lot of damage. This is the default one. It's a lot of damage, and the slow, it's for a really long time. So I'm gonna finish this guy and spawn another one and see the combo, how it deals. But overall, it's a pretty cool one. I still love the other one more, but this one is not bad. Okay, so I have the second one here. I'm gonna parry this and do the special attack and do the 3 combo attack. I'm sorry, guys. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Damn, this is pretty strong. This is a weapon that you really don't mess around with. Pretty nice. This one, it's called Abomination. It's a one-handed weapon, and it's pretty cool because you feel like it's a living creature that you use as a weapon because of the eyes. And let's see how you craft this thing. To craft this Abomination weapon, you need the level 5 superior weapon kit. So that means the Silence, which was the last weapon that we saw, it's the strongest weapon of all other weapons that I've showed you. That's pretty cool. You need 5 infused gemstone and 10 black sheeting. So this has nothing to do with any class of the magic overall. So that's pretty cool. Again, you have that other option. And now let's see how this deals in a battle. One more thing, this does lightning damage. So yeah, I'm not gonna upgrade this again because I think level 5 is already pretty decent to try. I was pretty surprised to see that this does lightning damage and not poison, because it feels like it's a bit more toxic. But yeah, so parry, 3 combo, very high damage, but again it's a level 5 and I'm gonna have to spawn another one just for the special attack, so let me just go do that. Okay, there he is. Parry this one and the special attack, boom. It's quite a bit of damage, and you can see that he has a little bit more of lightning damage in there. But yeah, I think of all the special attacks, this is the one that didn't surprise me as much as the other ones, but it's still pretty cool. This mod also adds a couple more bows, wands and swords, which we are gonna take a look at in the next video for the sake of the time, because the video is gonna be way too big. And as usual, please do remember to leave that like and the subscribe.